Pilates. So today she's going to talk to us about shoulder rotation and isolation and all that good stuff. So go ahead and tell us what we're doing.
So I thought this would be interesting to focus on just purely because I hear so many photographer friends, and I know you've told me about all of the gear that you have to carry, not only to the site, but then depending on what it is that you're shooting, you're carrying something pretty much all day long. So that could be, upwards of 4, 5, 6 hours, and it can do wear and tear on the shoulders, make us a little bit lopsided on one side if you're always holding it on one side. So this is just a way to be a little bit more aware of shoulder blades, opening up the chest a little bit more, better placement, and hopefully that helps prevent injury long term. So I'm just going to go through and talk about the different ways in which the shoulder blade can move, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to have you sit cross-legged, facing that way. Yes, exactly. And I'm going to have her do some of the same kind of motions, but in a couple of different ways. So the one that we know the shoulder blades can do, or the shoulder complex can do the most, is shrugging, right? I don't know, right? And then dropping down, yeah. So the shoulder blades are just kind of sliding up and down the back of your rib cage, and then the collarbones as well are moving up and down. So those are the two pieces that make the shoulder complex, and then obviously you have your arm connecting into the socket. Right? The other thing that the shoulders can do is what's called protraction or retraction. So you can think about your collarbones coming together, your shoulders coming together in the front. That kind of makes the chest, yes, exactly. And then if we squeeze these shoulder blades together in the back, it kind of makes the chest bow out a little bit. But we're just going to do that movement a couple more times each way. So we're kind of bringing those collarbones together, those shoulder blades move away from each other, and then the shoulder blades come together. One more time. Now I really like to cue my clients about the shoulder blade more than the shoulder. We often forget about the shoulder blade because it's on our back. We don't really think about it that much. But bringing a little bit more awareness of that kind of makes our front body and our back body a little more even. Now, the other big thing that kind of combines these two things and feels nice is shoulder circles. We know this, yeah. Forward, back, down, around, forward, yeah, back, down, around. Do one more time on this, and then reverse that. So we're getting full range of motion of the shoulder blade on the back and the collarbone, and the arm in the socket. Now this feels a little bit different if we hold our arms out to our side. In front, yes. Do what I say, not what do what I mean, not what I say. Shoulder blades are lifting up into the ears and then down the back. Now, go a little slower just so that we can see. I want these muscles to engage. So go a little slower as you pull your shoulder blades down the back and feel these guys. Did you feel these guys engage a little bit? Yeah. And up into the ears and then down the back. We often don't think about these guys being stabilizers, the lats. And we're also now, and we're going a little slower, keep on going as I'm talking. We're thinking about the rhomboids as well, and the lower traps, kind of helping to draw those shoulders out of the ears and give these upper traps some time to relax. These are huge bodies of muscle on the back that help to hold the shoulder blade in a better place, rather than these tiny little neck muscles and the chest muscles in front. So now I want you to do the protraction and retraction. So you're going to reach those fingertips, as much as you can, feeling those shoulder blades move across your back, and then you're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together, thinking about these middle back muscles that I just listed, and reach those shoulder blades together. And if we want to get really picky with it, don't let your head or your rib cage move, just do the shoulder blade. Yeah, so it feels like a smaller movement, but we're really isolating it there. Do one more time, because you're going to see that movement again. Yep, and then do circles with your arms out in front of you. Interesting, right? A little weird, yeah, but it's good for us to be able to put your arms in different positions and then make the shoulder blade move so that we can kind of, it's just awareness of how our shoulder complex works. Do one more. It's a little strange and it challenges our mind in a different way in terms of coordination. Okay, you can rest your arms. Come onto your hands and knees for me, please. So I just wanna, I'm gonna have Sophia do this position. She's in a really great position right now. I wouldn't have really any corrections for her. I want her to do it a couple of incorrect ways, just so that you can see how to correct or what to check for. So can you just sink into your shoulder? Yeah. So she's really mobile through here, and you can see her shoulder blades kind of, there's all this space here when she's, and you can also see that she's really sunk in and her shoulders are up into her ears. We definitely don't want that. Her neck is actually even lower than her spine. We want her to be active through her arms, and that means she's gonna feel these lat muscles engaging a little bit because it helps to flatten the shoulder blades and wrap them securely onto the rib cage. What happens if you not so much sink, but just have your shoulders into your ears? What does that look like? Yeah, it makes some sinking happen too. Her shoulder blades are flying way off of her back, and she's putting lots of stress on her neck. We definitely don't want that. So again, that correction is finding length through here and these muscles. I'm gonna say that over and over again, these lat muscles back here, and the mid-back muscles is an easy way to think about it. So with a little bit more intent and control, can you squeeze your shoulder blades together, which is gonna look like sinking towards the floor? Yep. And then press your hands into the floor, move those shoulder blades away. It's the same as this exercise we did, seated. And again, squeeze. And press away. If we're being really picky, this exercise is called the latissimus dorsi push-up, or the lats push, yeah. It's the muscle that's underneath the shoulder blade that helps to suck, like I said, suction cup that shoulder blade flat onto the back, so it's in a more stable position on the rib cage. So we're just kind of isolating that muscle a little bit, and it's a good way, do one more, it's a good way to be able to find the correction that I might have to give her as we go into planks. So she's gonna walk her knees back away from her hands a little bit, tuck her toes, and she's gonna find her best plank position, which is a great plank position. Now, the fun part is, can she do that little lat push-up again? Ooh, it's gonna be small, and now press, 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 press. Close those ribs together. Yeah, try it again. And press those hands into the mat. Lift your chest away from the floor. There it is, one more time. Abs are really, really tight here, and press, press, press. Okay, drop your knees, shift back into a child's pose. She's gonna take a rest because I'm gonna make her do it again, but I'm gonna make her hold it for longer. She's not gonna do the push-up, she's just gonna hold the plank. I like planks because it's full body. She has to engage everything and hold her body weight against gravity. Yep, so she's thinking long spine. Her ribs are closed underneath her. Her hips are not sinking towards the floor. She's not dumping in her lower back. It's in that, yeah, thank you for the correction. Then her legs, her glutes are on a little bit. Her legs are really stretched. She can feel her quads. She's breathing. And most importantly, she's feeling as much width as she can through her back. And she feels these muscles keeping these shoulder blades from flying off of her back. Good, she's gonna hold for another 5, 4, and she's gonna breathe and smile and giggle. 2, abs are really, really tight, strong legs. 1, okay, you can drop those knees and shift back into a child's pose. She's gonna take a couple of breaths. The nice thing about this too is that it's pretty simple, but it gets your body really warm and fiery pretty quickly. And it's a nice just upper body strengthener. So if you have your shoulder blades, okay, you can come out. So if you have your, yeah, good. If you have your shoulder blades in a really healthy, strong position, and then you start to bear weight, whether that's hands and knees like she demonstrated at the very beginning, or if you want to progress to a full plank, it's a good way to build strength for the upper body so that you're supported when you're carrying all that gear, and you're supported in a more stable position.
Yep, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Brittany Crosby from the Pilates, and I'm Sophia Negron from the Healthy Photographer. Thanks, bye.